I guess it got quiet, so I guess everybody waiting on me. I have 3 o'clock today, so we're going to start on time. I want to thank everybody for showing up here. We got a great turnout, and it really means a lot, and I appreciate it. And so to get this ceremony started, I will ask that you all rise, and we're going to do the posting of the color. And I'll ask that you remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Commander Randy Stefford.
Order. Right. Please. Forward. On. Hey. Right.
If you would join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
You may be seated. This is an awesome turnout, so thank you all. Before we get starting too deep into it, all of you all are very special to me. And so if I don't mention your name, it's a matter of the mind and not of the heart. And if I introduce everybody else in here, we'll probably be here for another hour. So I'm going to recognize a few of our elected members that are here present with us. We have our Mayor, Michael Blomquist, here with us. Our Mayor Pro Tem, Linda Nash. Sam Howard, councilman as well. And Brian Burt as well. And Shane Hody at the I also want to recognize our city manager, Mr. David Mitchell, and our assistant city manager, Mark Howard. And so it's great to see we have former chiefs, sheriffs, judges. All of you all are very special to all of us, and I thank you all for attending. We even got my other buddies, chiefs and stuff coming in too, so thank y'all for attending. I do want to make a special recognition though. We're going to talk about Sonja here in a minute, but I do want to make a special recognition to her family. Some have traveled near and far. And so first I want to recognize her husband, Bill, who works for the Sheriff's Office as well. Her daughter, Sasha, who doesn't like being put in the spotlight, but I'm going to say hi to you. Her mother-in-law, Judy, that lives here. And then we have some special guests, who I just met a few minutes ago, and they're awesome. Her sister and brother-in-law from Las Vegas. And I will definitely share a few words here in a few, but I would like to welcome and invite the mayor up here to say a few words.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here to recognize Ms. Sonja Clay here, our deputy chief, in her elevation and promotion here to chief. And just a little bit about Sonja. Some of those who may or may not know her, you know, Chief just mentioned her husband Bill and her daughters Sasha, and I believe Sydney's another one, not present. Originally from Berlin, Germany. Not many people probably knew that. She moved to Texas back in August of '97. And then before coming here to Harker Heights, the bright star of Central Texas, she worked over in the city of Temple as a police officer as well, I believe, or just in the city? Okay. She moved to Harker Heights in 2003, went to the academy, and started work with the Harker Heights Police Department in 2004. So basically for almost 22 years now going, she's been in some form of capacity in the Harker Heights Police Force. And it's an honor to see her have worked through the patrol officer, field training officer, community services officer, bike patrol, special operations, and as a detective. She started at the rank of corporal and worked her way up to sergeant, lieutenant, commander, and now currently deputy chief, and ultimately today, she'll now become our chief. With those responsibilities, she was responsible on patrol supervisor, field training coordinator, sergeant of special operations, CID commander, and then deputy chief for the last 3 years. So it's truly an honor here to recognize Sonja Clay, no relations to Leona Clay, but having her here in this role is going to keep the continuity here within our city, and we're not going to miss a beat as baton is passed from Chief Patel Hawkins to Chief Sonja Clay. So without any further ado, I'll turn it back over to Chief. So.
Thank you, Mayor. And up next, I want to invite our city manager, Mr. David Mitchell, up for a few words.
Thank you, Chief. And Sonja, I think this room, if you turn around and see it, I'm going to get you to come up here with me for a second so you can see everybody. So you can look at this room. I think this room says it all. Sonja, the mayor mentioned many of her roles that she's had through the city, and every role that she's had, she has exceeded at. That's the kind of person that she is. And she has a great passion for our citizens, but I'll tell you this, she has a great passion for victims and assisting victims, and that shows in everything that she does. She's a tremendous leader. She loves this city. As your city manager, I'm going to be short and sweet because this is your day. I'm super proud of you, and you're going to do great.
Thank you,
you,
sir.
Sonja.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Before I continue on a little bit, I do want to take a second to recognize Chief Gentry over there. I'm sure most of you all know him, but he has been an influential figure in both Sonja and mine's careers, and so I'm gonna publicly say thank you to you, and thank you. So today I got a chance, well, we talk every day. I probably talk too much to Sonja, but anyway, I got a chance today to ask her, I said, why do you want to do this? What's your why? And so she said she wanted to step into chief roles because she feels like she can continue to help our citizens. So I also asked her, I said, why did you get into this? Why would you want to be a police officer? And she said, Chief, it's always been about the victims, and it's going to continue to be about the victims. And I think that's great. I'm going to talk to your family here for a minute, and I'm going to let you know, being a chief is challenging. But as you can see across the room, she has a lot of support. And so your job is just as critical as her job is protecting our citizens. Your job is just as critical in helping her. There may be days, long days, where she may not want to talk, and maybe you just need to listen. There may be days where she needs you to hug her. There may be some long days where she may just need you to just be there for her. But just know that your role is very, very, very important, especially in the endeavors that she's about to encounter. It means a lot for me for you to be here to support her. It means a lot for me, for all of y'all to be here to support her. Family is also important to me. I have my family here as well, some of my family. One thing when I get asked about why would you want to be a chief or why would you want to be a public servant, it reminds me of a story that my mother, who's back there, is a little wave at her mom. She took off work to eat. So my mother shared this story with my father, and then my father shared it with me. He was like, this is a good story for you. And so it has stuck with me, and I've told it several times, but Sonja here asked if I could share it today. And so The story is about a young man. His name was Damon West. He grew up in Dallas, Texas. He grew up with a nice, loving home, loving family, a lot of support system. And so he was a prominent athlete. He worked for, he went to North Texas and played college football for them. He was a quarterback. And so he looked like he was going to be on the right career path for success in the future. But something happened along the lines. He got caught up and started using meth. And so in order to feed his meth habits, him and some of his other friends started robbing homes, burglarizing homes in North Texas. They even had some kind of nickname for him. I don't know what they were, some kind of bandits. But anyway, as he started to feed his meth habits, his friends started getting arrested one by one. And so he was sitting in one of the houses one day and he said, I feel like the end is coming to an end. The end is coming. And so as he was doing his drugs or whatever, he passed it over to his friend. And as he did that, a SWAT team invaded the home. And so they arrested him. And so he waited for his day in court. He waited. And so he finally got his day in court. And so the judge told him, he said, Damon West, you're guilty of these things that we accused you of. And so he was sentenced to 65 years in prison. And 65 years, for most people, is a lifetime in prison. And so, of course, he was very upset. He was down on himself. And so they took him out of the courtroom, put him in the side room, and they allowed his family to talk to him. His dad had raised him up in the religion and was disappointed that how could we provided everything for you. We provided love for you. How could you do this to us? So he didn't have much to say, but his mother was there also. And so she was in the room with him. And so she said, son, debts in life deserve to be paid. She said, you did those things that they accused you of doing. And so she said, you deserve to pay your debt to society. But she said, your father and I also raised you to be the person, not this person that you're showing us, but we raised you to be a good man. So you owe a debt to us too. And so his mother, she said, so when you go to prison, you will not join any gang and you will not get any tattoos. When you go in there, you come out the man we raised you to be, or don't come out at all. And so they hurried up, hustled him off to prison. And so as he's getting there, he's trying to figure out what can I do? How can I survive in prison? And so while he went there, he sought after advice from people that had been in prison for such a long time. And so they said, hey man, you really got to join the gang. The gang is going to get you through this. And so he remembered the promise that he made to his mother. And he said, I'm not joining the gang. And so he sought advice from several people, but he finally met an elder gentleman, so he referenced him. And he said, hey, sit down and let me talk to you. He said, imagine prison is like a pot of boiling water. And in that pot, you're going to have 3 ingredients. You're going to have a carrot, an egg, and a coffee bean. And so he asked him, he said, Damon, what happens to a carrot? Well, he said, first of all, he said, you know that everything that goes into this pot of boiling water is going to be affected by the heat and the pressure that is surrounded by this pot of boiling water. And he said, so Damon, what happens? Let's take the first ingredient. He said, what happens to a carrot when you put it in the pot of boiling water? And he said, it gets soft. He said, that's right. He said, the pressures, somebody that goes into prison, which is someone like a person that steps into public safety or public servant or even the chief of police, the pressures from the surrounding area, if you let it get to you, it can soften you, make you mushy, make you not be able to function. He said, so you don't want to be the carrot. So then he said, Damien, what happens to the egg? He said, well, sir, the egg hardens. He said, that's correct. He said, sometimes the things that are surrounding you can harden your heart, make you incapable of giving or receiving love. He said, you don't want to be the carrot. If you're the carrot, you stay in here and never get out because you won't do any good to anybody. And that's something similar to the chief. You don't want to let the pressures and the stresses get to you and be the carrot. You rely on, if you look around, you got a lot of people that you can rely on. You don't want to be the carrot. You don't want to make your heart incapable of giving or receiving love. So he said, Damon, what happens to that coffee bean when you put it in the pot of boiling water? He said, I don't know. He said, you have to change the name of the water to coffee. He said, so something, the smallest of the three instruments that we put into this water has the power to change the environment around you. So as a chief of police, you have the environment, you have the power. You, the one individual, you have the power to give out positive energy and change the environment around you. And then if you ever get weak and down and feel like the stresses or the pressures are getting to you, I want you to look around this room and know that you have a coffee bean, a coffee bean, a coffee bean, a coffee bean, a coffee bean. And I'm not a coffee drinker, but I am aware that the more beans that you put in, the stronger that you get. So take a look around and look at how many people are here. You have a lot of coffee beans to be able to tap in, so remember your why. And so when I think about it, it's because I want to be a coffee bean. You're in this because you want to be a coffee bean. And now when y'all leave here, y'all never look at coffee beans the same way. I'm so very proud of you. You've done so much, and I'm thankful that I've been able to be a part of this journey. And so as a small token, I like to give out as a little reminder, if I can find it somewhere. You're right. It's okay. I do want to give you a little memento, and this is a coffee bean, so you can keep with you and remind you. So I know you're going to get up and get down a little bit, but I would ask if you can join me up here so we can make this official. And before I hand over the baton, I do want to thank you all for your support. I know many of you have responded and came out personally, reached out to all of you. And I know that this city is in great hands. And I appreciate you for allowing me to serve you all as well. So let's do it.
Do I get to keep it?
You do get to keep it. To all of those present, please be informed of the appointment of Deputy Chief Clay to Chief of Police in the Harker Heights Police Department on this 26th day of September 2025. This appointee will carefully and diligently discharge the duties of this appointed position and the performance of her duties. I also charge all personnel by lesser grade to render obedience to orders, and this appointee is ordered to follow the orders of supervisors in accordance with the rules, regulations, and policies governing the discipline of the police department of the city of Harker Heights, state of Texas. Given under my hand this 26th day of September in the year of our Lord, 2025, and is signed by our city manager, David Mitchell. And I'd like to be the first to officially congratulate you as Chief of Police. So we get to do the fun part and officially give you the badge. So I would ask that you render me your Deputy Chief's badge.
Do you get to buy it?
You do. And so, as you see here, she gets her new shiny badge, and I know, just like Chief Gentry used to tell us, right now you'll see that it's all shiny and bright. I do have an old badge. Chief, how long has this old badge been passed along? From how many chiefs ago?
Sonja will be the 5th chief.
The 5th chief. And so I have this older badge, and if you compare the two of them, it is dingy and rusty, and it doesn't look as shiny as this new one. She's about to get both of them. And as Chief Gentry used to tell us, it may come worn and the weather may affect it over the years, but your goal, and I know you won't, is to never tarnish this badge. And so you have the pleasure of selecting someone to pin your new badge on you.
My husband.
Awesome.
We've had a lot of practice over the years, so. Are you crying? Thank you for this. I've got a band-aid.
And without further delay, Chief Sonja Clay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is this on? Can you hear me? I'm a little bit shorter. I apologize. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Director, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. I asked the chief if I can use his speech in the future, and I think it's copyrighted, so I'm not going to get to use it, the thing with the coffee beans, so unfortunately. So I'm going to have to find my own inspirational story. Again, thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it. I realize that I have some very big shoes to fill. And if you've ever seen the director's shoes, you will understand what I'm talking about. He's got some big shoes. It truly warms my heart to see all of you here, but not only in support of me, but my entire PD family. 3 years ago, as we emerged from the COVID pandemic, then Chief Hawkins had the vision for this department to serve our community proactively and decisively, but with fairness and professionalism. We always emphasize treating others with respect, and I believe in law enforcement they call it procedural justice. As we turn the next chapter in this department's history, I'm confident that I will remain steadfast to deliver the same excellent service to our community with integrity and dedication as we've done over these past years. Chief Hawkins, Director, it's been truly an honor and a privilege. We made a great team, and I look forward to working with you in your new role as the Assistant City Manager. Congratulations to you as well. City Hall's getting a good one. Boss, thank you for everything. Thank you for your support, and I want you to know, and all of you, I've got this. Thank you. Why are you guys crying?
So that concludes the official part of it, but I would ask if you would all rise with me, and so we can retire our colors.
Halt. Ready. Step. Ready. Step. Right. Please. Forward. March. Left. Left. Left.
My apologies. If you can have a seat real quick, folks. I forgot to call up one of our special presentations, and that is the Rotary Club, if they're here. Okay, cool. For a special presentation. Sorry about that. You the grand closer.
Don't run off.
Don't run off? Okay. All right.
How's everybody doing this afternoon? I'm James Webb. I'm the president of the Harker Heights Rotary. You guys should come see us sometime. We've got a few things to give out here. First, Mr. Hawkins, I'm on behalf of the Rotary, we'd like to thank you for everything you've done for this city over the years.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Chief. So we had the honor of Chief Clay coming and speaking at one of the Rotary meetings, and it was a wealth of knowledge to let everyone know. So I think, like she said, we're all in good hands. So at the Rotary, we would like to thank you for coming out, and we'd also like to congratulate you on becoming the new chief of police.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I do want to thank you all for being a part. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up as I asked for your attendance. This is a very, very great community to be a part of, and I look forward to the great things that we're about to do. I would invite you all to take as much time as you want and come up here and congratulate our new chief.